Operation Dragonfly, Ukraine claims destruction of Russia's 9 helicopters at occupied Luhansk and Berdyansk airfields.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine's defense force carried out successful overnight strikes on Russian helicopter airfields near the occupied cities of Luhansk and Berdyansk, Ukraine's military said on 17 October. Later update by the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces suggests the destruction of 9 Russian helicopters. Overnight into 17 October, the armed forces of Ukraine conducted successful strikes on helicopters and airfield equipment of the Russian occupation troops near temporarily occupied Luhansk and Berdyansk, reads a message by the Ukrainian Army's Department of Strategic Communications. Luhansk is Ukraine's easternmost regional capital, occupied by Russia since 2014. Berdyansk is a southern port city in Zaporizhzhia Oblast that Russian forces occupied at the beginning of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine last year. A Ukrainian military-related telegram channel Nikolaevsky Vanyok says the Berdyansk airfield hosted a large helicopter fleet of Russian helicopters, including Ka-52s and Mi-8s, as well as several Michigan 28S and Mi-24s. According to him, Russia used it as the main base to provide close air support for its frontline units. In its later update, the Ukrainian Army's Special Operations Force said it acquired and passed the information on the presence of a significant amount of aviation assets and special equipment and ammunition at Berdyansk and Luhansk airfields to other units of the defense forces, which carried out strikes overnight into 17 October.
This post received a score of 8,100, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Ukrainian Army's Special Operations Force (SSO) claims that the attack destroyed the following Russian assets. According to the latest data, 9 helicopters of various modifications, the airfield-based special equipment, an air defense systems launcher, an ammunition warehouse, airfield runways were damaged. The ammunition depot in Berdyansk was detonating until 4 am. Detonations in Luhansk lasted until 11 am, the SSO wrote.
In case of prolonged detonations lasting longer than 4 hours, please consult a doctor or seek immediate medical attention.
Stop. I can only get so aroused.
I'm passing OU.
Just in case we get some potent simps in here claiming this is fake, this is from a Russian Telegram group edit. About those ATACMS claims. RU source also posted these, which look a lot like M74 submunitions, that can be delivered via ATACMS smiley face.
Bad morning for Russia is a great morning for the rest of the world.
Civilized world. It's good for the Russian allies in the long run too, but they just don't all know it.
All the pro-Russia supporters not living in Russia over on our Ukraine-Russia report are going to take a long time to realize that. Getting paid to post what they do is steady employment after all. Especially in places like India and Africa.
If Ukraine made this attack using ATACMS, then it is a great debut. Great introduction of the new character into the series.
Makes sense given it's the variant that turns into hundreds of individual bombs that would have spread across the airfield.
It's exactly the type of ordnance you want to use on an airfield. Lots of thinly armored vehicles, with expensive electronics.
Also fuel tanks, pipelines, ground equipment to keep your airport running.
Ammunition laying about everywhere.
One of the reasons US planes take a lot of maintenance is that they get all the fuel removed from them and even blow the tanks clean, thus assuring parked aircraft aren't a fire hazard. Russia isn't exactly known for its attention to fire hazards.
Russia strikes me as the kind of person that gets very jealous and angry at the success of others, but fails to comprehend what actually makes those people successful. So they just angrily and bitterly try to force everything to work. And it never does, but they're too prideful to admit it even though everyone else can see they're just a miserable unsuccessful oaf. I have known neighbors, bosses, colleagues, and even family members who all seem to have the same personality as the entirety of Russia seems to have.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.